Okay, so I'm back. Uh, Hi, everybody. I'm Corey. Welcome to my channel. I made a video for you today, and so you think you're an empath, right? I know I am. And I got this little article here that I brought up, and it's called Four Popular Myths and Misconceptions About Being an Empath. And I wanted to read it for you today. Anyways, uh, I know this hits me personally, and if you're an empath, this could explain a lot. And I'm just trying to dig into my gift of being an empath rather than feeling like it's a curse, because a lot of times it feels like a curse because you are so sensitive and you just take on the energy of other people so easily. Well, let me read a little bit here. This might help make sense of some things for you if you're an empath. Okay. Thin-skinned, hypersensitive, Suki, wimpy, spineless, wussy, feeble, weak, fragile, and melodramatic, temperamental. If you can relate to or have been called a combination of any of these words, chances are you're part of a unique group of people, the empaths. Occurring in an estimated 5% of the population, empaths are known for their highly developed ability to sense the emotions and thoughts of the people around them. As author and empath Christelle Broderloh put it, empaths often possess the ability to sense others on many different levels. This includes the abilities to intimately understand what a person desires, yearns for, and is currently feeling, suffering, or thinking, as well as the ability to feel other people's body illnesses. These occurrences manifest themselves as energy vibrations that the finely tuned empath can pick up on or tune into. Yay. Commonly identifying as clairsentience, I don't know if I said that right, clairsentience and HSPs, or highly sensitive people, empaths possess an ability that is both a blessing and a curse. On one hand, the empath is an excellent listener and counselor, knowing the best way to comfort and assist those around them. On the other, being an empath can be painful and tiring. Yay. It's common for the empath to be weighed down and constantly congested with the negative emotional energy of others, often creating physical and psychological disharmony. Although the empath has a wonderful gift and is often greatly cherished by those around them, they are often challenged and confronted by a variety of misguided perceptions towards their innate gift. Myths and misunderstandings. You need to grow some thicker skin. Stop being so overly sensitive. I wish I could tell you how many times I heard that in my childhood, right? Growing up as an empath, you may have experienced similar insults from your parents, friends, or peers, and perhaps even worse. It's not all trendy or popular to be sensitive or feeling in our society that values efficiency, cold calculation, and industrial resilience. Therefore, you may have experienced and still experience a lot of antagonism towards your behavior as an empath. I will explore 4 of these main misperceptions below. Myth number 1. Empaths are navel-gazing and self-absorbed. Truth. We often focus more on others than ourselves. It's true that empaths are often unexplainably moody and quiet on the outside. However, this isn't because they're excessively absorbed thinking too much about themselves and their feelings. Rather, the empath is often deeply affected by the exterior emotions of others that he experiences as his own. The empath's ability to intuitively feel the feelings of others is what weighs him down so much. In fact, it's characteristic of the empath to pay more attention to others' needs than his own. Myth number 2. Empaths are mentally ill. Truth. We are magnets of negative energy. This often creates psychological disbalance within us. Empaths are excellent listeners, confidants, and counselors. For this reason, it's common for people to be drawn towards their sincere and caring natures, almost like magnets. Therefore, empaths often experience a lot of emotional baggage dumping from other people and have difficulty releasing themselves from the negative energy that remains in their minds and bodies afterwards. Related article. 8 ways to be a healed whole empath. Okay, I didn't mean to read that. That was something I should have cut out. Okay. Unfortunately, this can lead to a lot of lingering, depressive emotions that the empath is left with. Thus, the empath can appear to be mentally ill and depressed, and in some cases legitimately is. However, in most cases, the empath is congested with remnants of harmful emotional energy, like sinuses are congested with mucus during a flu virus. The root of the root of the problem doesn't lie with the empath. It's a result of their outer emotional climate. All right? So what you're surrounding yourself with basically, right, is affecting you. We just take on all of that and boom, it creates our own mental state and trauma, right? So sometimes we have to withdraw and pull out and go into our little cave and hide out for a while and get back to ourself. If you're an empath, you need your time alone. Heal. Myth number 3. Empaths are psychologically frail. Truth, we are biologically programmed to be more sensitive and in tune with our surrounding environment. As empath Nicole Loyler wrote, empaths are essentially walking around in this world with all accumulated karma, emotions, and energy from others. Understandably, this results in a lot of inner emotional tension for the empath, who is more prone to carrying, crying, and exhibiting other signs of weakness. Additionally, the empath finds it extremely difficult to partake in many normal activities. For instance, watching a movie about Nazi concentration camps is extremely emotionally upsetting for the empath, and getting a job in an office is overwhelming and tiring for the empath, who is bombarded with other people's emotions constantly. Therefore, it's not surprising that the empath is often perceived as wussy, frail, or weak-minded to the person who fails to comprehend the constant pressure the empath lives under. The fact that most empaths aren't driven clinically insane by the constant emotional flux they experience is testimony enough to their mental strength. Myth number 4. Let's back up a minute. The fact that most empaths aren't driven clinically insane by the constant emotional flux they experience is testimony enough to their mental strength. Boy, do I relate with that. I mean, how many of you watching this, if you're an empath, can you totally relate to that? Like, the fact that we don't just go crazy by all this stuff that we take on is amazing, right? I know I have breakdowns, but we just take on so much of that. Anyways, we're tough. We just take on too much. Myth number 4. Empaths are lazy. Truth, we often lack mental, emotional, and physical energy due to our intense empathetic ability to understand others. Chronic fatigue syndrome, amongst other physical issues like headaches, insomnia, fibromyalgia, have all been commonly attributed to empaths. If our minds are constantly overloaded with stress, tension, and pressure, it therefore translates that our bodies are as well. This often results in sicknesses such as the ones mentioned above. Thus, empaths often lack the energy and therefore desire to do many things, preferring to relax, including taking naps instead. I love taking naps. In a perfect world, I could just take naps whenever I wanted to, recharge, and then go back and do what I love doing. But it doesn't work that way. So this world is not set up for the empath. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. Anyways, if you've experienced any of these misperceptions in your life, please feel free to share your experiences below. Yay. I'll post a link. You can go read this article, and I think it's still open to commenting. Also, feel free to take our empath test. I took it, passed it, failed it, whatever you want to call it. I'm an empath. Let's see. Being an empath can certainly be riddled with setbacks. However, it's invaluable to remember how much of an asset you are to the world. Our planet needs a balance of both hard and industrious people and soft and empathetic people. You form an important part in this great universal balance. And don't forget, there are things out there for empaths to do. We have a job, and we're here for a purpose. And I am discovering mine. I'm trying to. Anyways, I know I'm an empath. I know I'm sensitive. And, you know, most of the jobs out there in this world and the things that I've been trained to do don't work for me. So I'm trying to find my guided path to go down and be who I'm supposed to be as an empath, to help people. That's one of the reasons I'm making this video. I'm trying to help other people who might have the same experiences that I have had and don't really understand it. Now I understand it. I'm an empath. I really am. I'm a very highly sensitive person. I care about others more than I should, and I can't help it. Damn it. I just can't. You know, what do I do? So, I always take on other people's cases and causes. But that's what I do. So anyways, if you like my video, give me a thumbs up if it helped you out, and subscribe to my channel, Rapidtronics. Peace. Thanks for watching.